are back. That's right. We are back. This is Football 101. That's right. I'm the Beetle, and this is Football 101. We are officially back. This is show number 19. Number 19. And it's entitled NFL Week number 3. Losers. Losers and winners. That's right. I'm coughing. Losers and winners. Wow. What a week. We've had a fantastic week. It's been one of the busiest weeks of the year. We want to thank all our listeners out there. We want to thank, guess what? Podbean, that's right, Podbean for broadcasting our podcast shows, Football 101. We want to thank Podbean. We want to thank Apple Podcasts. We want to thank Google Podcasts, Google Music Podcasts. Thank you very much. We want to thank Spotify, and we want to thank YouTube for getting us out there. That's right. This is show number 19, NFL Week number 3, Losers and Winners. Oh my gosh, what another week of crazy, and I do mean crazy, games in the NFL. And let me just say this, I am your host, the Beetle. I'm nursing a little sore throat, so I may be coughing, maybe sneezing a little bit. It's been a hectic week. Actually, I traveled to the Buckeye State. Had a great time, by the way. Check out a college game, The Ohio State University versus Miami University. So, I had to throw that out there. So, but this is NFL Week, Losers and Winners. My gosh. So, have you digested everything? See, I don't immediately respond to all the naysayers out there of the teams that are losers and winners. I digest things. I wait until the dust settles. I'm not a Monday morning quarterback. Actually, I'm a Tuesday evening quarterback. A cornerback, that is. So, here are my losers. The losers for week number 3. And I do mean devastating losers. You can tank the seasons on these teams. You can tank it. Now, of course, I'll just give you the, everyone knows. The Jets, losers. Their season is over. Tank it. They have Falk as a quarterback to start. Losers, they look really bad against the Patriots. I'm not even going to spend time on them. Another team, Dolphins. Losers. They look bad against the Cowboys. I'm not going to spend any time on the Dolphins. But here are the surprise losers during week number 3. Just happened last night. The Washington Redskins. A big loser. And I would have to say, all the responsibility, again, goes to Daniel Snyder, the owner, and, of course, Jay Gruden, the head coach. Really, the head coach, Jay Gruden, on this one. It's bad. They looked bad against the Chicago Bears. They got beat soundly by the Chicago Bears defense. And Khalil Mack and the boys in Chi-Town. The Bears bringing their defense from the start of the game. And Jay Gruden didn't have a clue. His offense is pathetic. That's right. Pathetic. With Case Keenum, starting quarterback. He tried his best, but they were pathetic. No time in the pocket. Wide receivers. Lame. Yes, I called lame. They tried to do their part. No match against the Chicago Bears, who took it to them. The first half, it was over. First half. Redskins made it somewhat of a game in the second half. But it was over. Completely over. And the reason why I'm highlighting the Washington Redskins, because Daniel Snyder and President Bruce Allen, they spend so much money every year on their players. They always come up short. And I used to live in the D.C. area, by the way, and I know what goes on locally. I'm not going to say behind closed doors. I never know that. But locally, I know what goes on. And Washington Redskins, Daniel Snyder, let me just say this. He still makes money off the Redskins. No matter how bad they do, he still makes money. The Redskins' diehard fans would like to see a winner. But you got to realize, by the end of the year, Daniel Snyder is still making money on the Redskins because they're so daggone popular. Nationally and internationally. But check this out. Look at their schedule. And I'm predicting this to be a disaster season for the Redskins. As a matter of fact, I saw the post-game interview by Jay Gruden. And Jay Gruden said, we're going to get this right. I'm going to stick with Case Keenum, no matter what. I'm not changing quarterbacks, no matter what. Wow. So look at their schedule. After the Chicago loss, they're already 0-3. Their schedule is at New York Giants, loss. New England Patriots, loss. At Miami, wow. 2 disaster teams. They'll probably win that one. 2 disaster teams. Then they host San Francisco, loss. At Minnesota, loss. At Buffalo, loss. So, in essence, they'll probably be 1-8 by the bye. 1-8 by the bye. Just because Miami is so bad. Now, if they lose at Miami, because this is going straight downhill, and I can see them, I really can see them losing at Miami. They may potentially be 0-9 or 1-8. What is Daniel Snyder and President Bruce Allen going to do if they're 1-8 and 0-9 with Jay Gruden as head coach with the Redskins? Please! Someone in the disaster. Jay Gruden has been there long enough. What is this? This is Jay Gruden's. How many years has he been there? Someone said 6 years. I can't even believe that. Jay Gruden, 6th season as Redskins head coach. He hasn't busted a grape. And let me just say this. Somebody asked me, what does bust a grape mean? Yeah, I'm going to date a millennial asked me, what does bust a grape mean? Bust a grape means you're not worth 2 cents. You can't even squeeze a grape. You're that bad. So, yes, I use some 70s jargon slang in Football 101. So, to clarify, Jay Gruden can't bust a grape. That's 70s lingo as you're trash. That's you're trash in 2019 lingo. So I went from 1970s lingo to 2019 lingo. You're trash, Jay Gruden. You're trash. I can say this because I used to live in the D.C. area, okay? You're trash, Jay Gruden. I don't like to be that bad, but I'm so disappointed. I used to go to the Redskins training camp. I took my kids to the Redskins training camp back in the day. Yes, I was there. My family was there. Man, they've already, by then, they had, wow, they went through several head coaches. But I took my family, my kids, to the Redskins training camp. Loved it, but realized even then, wow, they spent a lot of money. They have a lot of money. So that's the reason why I say, yes, boy Snyder, Daniel Snyder, he don't even care if he loses. He's still making money. He's a businessman. So the big loser really goes for the Redskins. I am so disappointed in the Redskins. Very disappointed. And they spent so much money on, you know I'm going to bring this up. How many minutes am I in? I'm 11 minutes. Oh my gosh, I got to move on. I got caught up with the Redskins. Please pardon me. I'm trying to do a few things in the studio right now. It always happens. I go on a tangent a little bit. But I just got to finish this thought out with the Redskins. I'm 11 minutes, 12 minutes in. The disaster with the Redskins. Boy Snyder. It wouldn't be so bad if, cornerback, Josh Norman, who got an interception last night. How do you feel now, Josh Norman, when you're with one of the worst teams in the NFL after he left the Panthers? How do you feel now, Josh Norman? So anyway, I'm done trashing the Redskins. Next team I will trash. I'm going through my magazine as well. You can hear me going through my magazine. The next team I will trash in today's lingo are the Arizona Cardinals. Yes, I'm going to trash the Arizona Cardinals. And yes, it's not popular. Oh gosh, don't be popular. I cannot help it anymore. Kyler Murray, you lost bad against the Carolina Panthers. And I initially gave you props saying that maybe the Cardinals can really take it to the Panthers. Wow. Kyler Murray and the Cardinals look bad. Looked bad against my Carolina Panthers, who, by the way, the Panthers came in with Kyle Allen as quarterback. Cam Newton, supposedly injured. Supposedly injured, foot injury. Yes, I'm doing that sarcastically. These are the last days of Cam. But the Cardinals, they look bad. By the end, Kyler Murray looked bad. And I know so many folks want Kyler Murray to do so well. And I initially, yes, in college, great. But as I said, in pros, it's different. It's different in the pros. He's not setting up in the pocket. He's running around chaotically. His feet doesn't look well when he's in the pocket. He's ready to run as soon as he gets back there. And when he takes a loss, he takes 15 to 20 yard losses. Not a 15 to 20 yard loss because he likes to run around a lot. And my gosh, by the end of the day on that one, it was bad. So I looked at their schedule. After Carolina lost, they are, yes, they tied the first game with lowly Detroit. But next week they play Seattle, loss. They go to Cincinnati, loss. They host Atlanta, loss. At New York, loss. At New Orleans, loss. Host San Francisco, loss. At Tampa Bay, loss. At San Francisco, loss. So I got them 0-10-1 by the bye. They potentially could be 0-15-1. Did you hear me? They could potentially be 0-15-1. And I'm calling it. I'm calling that they're going to win maybe 1 or 2 games. But it looks really bad. Losers! Cardinals. The head coach, Cliff Kingsbury. Where you get that college crap from? It doesn't work in the NFL. And their defense is pathetic. Yes, I'm calling out their defense as well. I'm calling out Terrell Suggs. Sorry. I'm calling out. Oh my gosh. He wants to get out. Patrick Peterson wants to leave so badly. It's so. Let me just say this as a quarterback. You know when it's bad when your veteran cornerback Patrick Peterson wants to get out of Arizona so badly. That's the saddest part when I see another cornerback wanting to get out of their team after he's already invested into the team for so many years. This is eighth year. Patrick Peterson's skills are being wasted. And dare I say, this will be the last year. The last year for Larry Fitzgerald, who's making fantastic catches and taking so many hits. He shouldn't have to go through this. Larry Fitzgerald, I'm feeling your brother. You shouldn't have to go through this. But it's sad when you see veteran players like these gentlemen go through a disaster because of the organization is a disaster in Arizona. They went for the trend. They went for what was shiny and fantastic. But the NFL is a different animal. So, yes, I'm coming out saying that, oh my gosh, when I look at the schedule, I just have to say it real up front. It doesn't look good. What I saw with them and Carolina Panthers, they're not a good team. I'll be the first one to admit they're not a good team. They got a good defense, but they're not a good team. They don't know which way direction. I dogged them out before. Cardinals, losers. And let me get to the other 2 losers, big losers, real fast. They are in the AFC, the big losers, and they just happen to be in the NFC, AFC North. Let me get to the Steelers, Pittsburgh Steelers, week 3. Losing against San Fran. San Fran just looks so good. That game should not have been this close because of the turnovers. But San Fran won that game. Tell me, they just are a fast-looking team. And they move fast. They react fast. And Garofalo, he was getting the heat, but somehow he got the ball out. And they won that game. Yet, the Steelers, they will host next week Cincinnati. They'll win that game. They always beat the Bengals. Bengals are a joke. But they'll lose against Baltimore the following week and at the Chargers. So they will be, my prediction, 1-5 by their bye. 1-5. How Coach Tomlin going to stomach that? It's going to be nasty. In Steeler Nation land without Big Ben. And that they have to go to... Now, he's a good quarterback. I'm giving him props. Mason Rudolph. I'm giving him props. Don't forget they traded away Joshua Dobbs. So they had to go. And you know they were going to go to Rudolph. And so... Steelers, you guys look bad against San Francisco. You look bad. Secondary, torched. Yes, and I'm going to call out Oh, let me call. Oh gosh, I have to call out one of the secondary. Veteran Joe Hayden. Yes, you still trying to bring it, but I've seen enough. You're getting burnt. You're not making the plays like you used to. You're getting a paycheck. That's about it. Joe Hayden, ex-Browns. It's really sad to see that you went there, by the way. But Joe Hayden, I'm calling you out. Play better. I think he got an interception. I don't know what he got. But play better. You used to be a shutdown corner. Those days are long past you. Yeah, I called out Joe Hayden. And hopefully someone's listening and share this podcast to him. Bring your A game if you can. So I called out Joe Hayden, and I'm calling out the Steelers. Losers! It's so sad. I just don't want to spend that much time. Losers! And then the final loser. I'm going to get to my winners, but I have to spend a little bit more time on the losers this week. My loser, big loser of the week. And it hurts. It hurts. It hurts. Biggest loser. Uh-oh, I got to clear my voice on this. Uh-oh, I got to get some water on this. Oh my gosh, biggest loser of the week. Week number 3. The Brownies. Cleveland Browns, of course. Travesty. Travesty. Another travesty. They lost against the Rams. Yes, the Rams they're a tight team. There's no doubt. But the Browns could have won that game. And I'm not even going to project. I'm going to tell you my projections of their next several games. But that game, and I saw the press conference afterwards, and the night of it, and then the day after with Freddie Kitchens. Guess what, Freddie? There's no time for improvement. The time is now. You got all the pieces. The Browns spent so much money to get these superstar players. John Dorsey, general manager, orchestrated some great deals. You got Odell Beckham Jr. You got Chubb, running back. You got, yes, Myles Garrett on defense. And of course you got Baker Mayfield. Yet the play calling in that game was travesty. 4th and 9, he decides to draw. This is in the 4th quarter with 8 minutes left. Critical time. 4th and 9, he calls, Freddie Kitchen calls a draw. Of course they didn't make it against the Rams. Against Wade Phillips' defense. Veteran defense. With Talib Khalid. And my boy Matthews is bringing it. Clay. And by the way, that night they retired Matthews' jersey in Cleveland. Yes. His uncle. I think it's his uncle. Yeah. His uncle. In Cleveland. So Clay Matthews, he was doing it for the Rams defense. Yeah, I'll get it right. Can you believe it? 4th and 9, you do a draw. Of course they didn't make it. And then on the last drive, they had a chance to score. 4 downs at the goal line. All 4 passes. What a joke. And the last pass intercepted. And Freddie Kitchen said, blame it on me. Yeah, it's all on you. We don't have time in Cleveland, in the land, to wait for you to get your act together, to mature as a head coach. You're the one, the head coach. You decided to be the offensive coordinator too. It's time to step up or get out. Yes, it's time to step up. I'm losing my voice. Or get out. Man, this is serious. Yes, I'm losing my voice. But anyway, next game at Baltimore. Oh my gosh. Lost. Next game after that at San Francisco. Oh my gosh. Lost. they host Seattle. Oh my gosh, loss. So they could potentially be 1-5 by the bye. And guess who comes after the bye? The Patriots. Oh my gosh, they could potentially be 1-6 by October 27th. Who you gonna blame then, Freddie Kitchens? You got all the pieces, all the hype. I'm tired of this already. Come on, Cleveland. Come on, Brownies. Something's going to have to change in Cleveland. The fans are going to get restless. Give you enough time, but you blame it on you. I understand that. The players love you. But guess what? Players want to win. Players want to get to the playoffs. Players want that extra paycheck. Management wants the extra paychecks. And Freddie Kitchens, you're not calling a good game. We don't have time for you to learn, to make a step forward. The time is now. I saw that press conference. Yeah, you said Baker Mayfield, it's not your fault, it's blaming on me. The rest of the players blaming on me. Okay, I'm blaming you. Freddie Kitchens, it's all on your shoulders. I like your attitude. I like where you come from. Yeah, you come from the school of hard knocks. But it's about producing, performing at the NFL level. It's one thing to be offensive coordinator like you were last year at the end of the season. But now it's head coach too. Okay. Step up. So again, losers are the Browns. Week 3. Winners for week 3. Vikings, love the Vikings. Vikings look good. My gosh, they look good. Week 3. Vikings look great. I just loved how they destroyed Oakland. Panthers won with backup quarterback Kyle Allen. Saints won. Teddy B won. Yeah, surprise. Seahawks. 49ers look great. Patriots, need I say more? Come on, please. Chiefs, look, need I say more too? My homies, my homies. The Rams, like I said, they're there. Oh, surprise. Colts, Jacoby Brissett, he's bringing it. No pressure. Jacoby Brissett and the Colts keep bringing it, bruh. And then the Jaguars with Gardner Minshew, Mark Gardner Minshew, Mr. Mustache. Yes, Mr. Mustache, ex-East Carolina University quarterback. And now, superstar in the NFL. Cult hero already, his rookie season. So yes, I talk about my all the winners as well. So it's the Vikings, Panthers, Saints, 49ers, Patriots, Brady, Chiefs, Rams, Colts, and the Jaguars. Yeah, we made it through. This is week number 3. But I'm going to end. I end on a high note, but let me just say, I have to say, be leery of the losers of week 3. The Redskins, Falcons, Cardinals, Jets, Dolphins, Brownies, Steelers, but particularly the Redskins, Cardinals, and Brownies. Man, it's going to be a long season for these teams that were expected to do exceptionally well. Yes. So, be prepared, everybody. There's going to be some big changes by the mid-season. And some of these teams, these losers, there's going to be some big coaching changes coming around the corner if they don't get their act together. This is week number 3. This is the Beetle. I'm calling it like I say it. Having too much fun. Week number 3, losers and winners. This is Football 101. I want to thank again Podbean. I want to thank Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and Spotify. YouTube. So, again, if you want to hear more Football 101, Please subscribe to us. And I'm about to lose my voice. So I'm out of here. This is Football 101, y'all. See ya. I'm out.